Hey everybody. So this is my first segment of a blog talk, and it's called Family Love. And I have the honor of doing this blog with my mother. Say hello.
Hi.
We are driving from Georgia, where we just got to see our family. And God put it on my spirit a few weeks ago. Well, it was probably longer than that, honestly, but a lady that looked like my mother came to me and she said, "It's a reason why I'm talking to you." She said it's a war between families. And when you see this world today, you see that it is a problem with the relationship with families. So I labeled this topic family love because it runs deep. People sometimes get the word love mixed up with what love really is. When you love someone, you tell them how you feel no matter what. Right is right, wrong is wrong, but you do it in love, you do it in truth, you do it in peace, you do it for freedom, and you do it for justice in every circumstance. So we're just gonna chop it up here a little bit and just talk back and forth with each other about what family love means to you and what family love should looks like. So because she is the grand chic, am I saying it right? The grand chicest of the family. I mean the matriarch, y'all.
I am a chicest though, and I'm also a deaconess.
Okay, well, say what you are.
I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a grandmother, I'm a great-grandmother, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm an auntie, I'm a co-worker, and I'm one of God's children. I'm a deaconess, I'm a sheikess. That's just a few titles.
Well, there you have it.
I'm a cousin.
So let's give a scenario, because that always helps to build up the topic, because we could talk and they'd be like, oh, this is a good conversation. But just being able to talk, like, you know, with each other. When, say, you have family and you see them doing something that you don't agree with, how would you approach the situation?
That I don't agree with, or that I know is harmful to them. I see them headed for a brick wall and I don't say nothing, because they believe that they're all right, and I see that brick wall and they don't see it, and I don't say nothing. That's not love. Love does the hard things sometimes, and sometimes we have to tell people when we see them headed toward, and I'm saying headed towards a brick wall instead of doing what we feel, because how can I say what's right for you, or
Right.
what God's plan is for you? I don't have that right, but if I see you doing something wrong and that's harmful to you, I need to say something.
Right. I love the way you broke it down and seen she talked about the difference, because sometimes we don't understand there is a difference. So your opinion is your opinion, but like my mother said, if it's something harmful, you have the responsibility as that family member, as that loved one, as that friend, to say something, whether they like it or not, because you don't want them to go in the wrong direction. But they have the final say so if they're going to listen or not. But you did your part by just saying something, putting it in God's hands, and allowing Him to do the rest.
In reality, God gave us all free will. So because God gave us all free will, and should not do. Now, telling me what I should and should not do is different than making me aware of what you see. A Mack truck is headed for me. That's a difference. It's not the same thing.
Right. And I know sometimes you may be scared. I used to be scared to say things, but I realized it wasn't helping. It was hurting. And it wasn't just hurting me, it was hurting the family. It was hurting the love, because we were out of order. We were out of line with what God really has for us. So that's why God is speaking through us to say, speak up, speak from the heart, speak from love, and speak from truth when you see your family going in the wrong direction. And as family, we have the responsibility on the receiving end to take heed that if you don't listen, you're the one hurting the family. Because if you hurt, we hurt.
Yes. It's a cord.
So I'm talking to all the families out there. I'm a mother of one angel child that's in heaven that I know is still here with me. And I'm still staying connected to him, because that love will never end. And I'm telling you all to choose love. I see so much hate, so many people disrespecting their parents, dads not doing what they need to do for their children, mothers not doing what they need to do for their children, children not taking care of their mothers, we not taking care of the senior citizens. We need to choose love. Choose to take accountability for your actions and to do better. If you know better, you need to do better. And we have to start having a foundation of where we come from. And that's from the heavens above. God created us in love, and we have to start by being that example to say, you know what, I'm going to do better. Not for nobody else, not for what this world is doing, but because that's what your heart is telling you to do. That's my mother.
I'm concentrating, y'all. I'm rolling.
She rolling,
up
y'all.
75 north.
She rolling.
I'm leaving the south, going to the north. Over 100 years ago, my grandmother was born here in the south. She was born on the Jordan plantation. Her family's last name is Jordan. That's the name that the slave masters gave their slaves, their last name, so people would know whose property they were. Her father brought her and her siblings up north when she was 8 years old. And she never came back to the south. A few years ago, my eldest daughter brought her family back to the south. Since then, my sisters come, her families come, and now we just rolling back and forth from the north to the south, visiting our family. Oh my, that's something.
This trip was all about family love. And from our family to yours, we just wanted to be able to share some wisdom. But God gave my mother the wisdom, and she blessed all of us with it as well. She taught us. Teach your children that wisdom, because that's something that will carry them on. It's priceless. Teach them to love instead of hate. But we have to be an example. You can't talk about it. You have to be about it. So you have to hold yourself accountable of what you're showing your children. You want them to see love, then you make sure it's love in your relationship. You make sure it's love coming out your mouth. You make sure that you encouraging that child to be the best them, but you also encouraging yourself to be the best you. Because you have to find the self-love within you in order for you to show the self-love that's within your child. Get in the word, y'all. Positive word. And I'm not here to be religious, but spiritual enough to say you need to be grounded with a foundation. A foundation of love and what it means, of however you want to determine it. If you look it up in the dictionary, you will get more of a meaning of what love truly is.
The best and the most accurate definition of love you can find in the Holy Bible. And I want to say Corinthians. Y'all can Google anything in the world, so Google it. Love. The definition of love in your Holy Bibles. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not puffed up. That's just a few, and it's more. And if we live by those spiritual principles, because that's not about religion, it's a holy Bible. God's word. That's history in that Bible. Oh, a certain nationality of a people wrote that Bible. God gave man the wisdom to write that Bible. Not just the Bible. There's many books that God touched. How you gonna put God that made the universe in a box? There's no way possible that there could be only one religion in the world. We see God differently. All of us. Some people see him in the church. Some people see him in the temple. Some people see him in the mosque. Some people see him in their homes. Don't have to go to church. Don't have to go to a mosque. But believe in the principles of love, because love truly can conquer all. Forgiveness comes from love. Acceptance comes from love. Correction comes from love. Love is the most powerfulest action. Very good, Marisha. Very good. Action. Because love is an action word. You can't tell me you love me and you see me hungry and you say, well, I'm going to pray for you. No, give me some money or go buy me some food. What happened? Jesus was a perfect example, and all of the major religions acknowledge Jesus. They may not see him the same way, but they acknowledge him. He did live and walk this earth. And Jesus said he fed people. He ministered to them, but he fed them too. So you see me hungry, you don't say, I'm going to pray for you. Give me some food, please.
And this is one more thing I want to say, because we're not going to be on here for a long, long time, but just wanted to get on here. A smile goes a long way, family, a long way. Everybody isn't out to get you. And again, we only responsible for us. So when you see people, try to smile and make them feel good. And it shows the love. And what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So if you want love, you be that love, and love will come back to you. Got anything else?
Peace.
Peace.